Fee here, the healthy vegan and author. So the title of today's vlog is being vegan expensive? The simple answer is no. That's it for now. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. I thought you might like to actually go through some tips and tricks, or just to give you an idea of how cheap it can be when you are on a vegan diet, or you're eating vegan. Okay, now if you're already vegan or you're going vegan, then really think seriously about being a healthy one. You might as well, because healthy, unhealthy, in actual fact, healthy is probably cheaper, and it's definitely way better for you. Now, obviously being vegan is cheaper than being a carnist, but if you're a vegan who is just having fake meats, pies and fries and eating out at fast food places or restaurants or buying lunches, then you can really save yourself some serious cash if you go whole food, plant-based. Now, how to make it inexpensive and definitely affordable. You need to buy complex carbohydrates like brown rice, oatmeal, steel cuts, and steel cut is the best oatmeal, lentils and legumes, which of course are quality proteins, things like quinoa, that sort of thing. You can actually get these in bulk. You can go with lentils, chickpeas, etc. that are in cans, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really want to save some serious cash, then you are best to buy it all in bulk. All these things that I've just talked about in bulk, and then cook up as you need. You can cook up a big lot of, say, argument's sake, chickpeas. I had a senior moment there for a minute. Have chickpeas, and then you can freeze a whole heap of it so that it's all there ready to go. And the same would apply with beans. Lentils, of course, can go straight in. They just take a little bit longer to do. So the other thing is vegetables. Lots of greens, broccoli, peas. And if you buy them in season when it's cheaper and then freeze them yourself, and there's plenty of videos out there that will show you how to freeze vegetables, or buy frozen when they're on special. You also need starches like sweet potato, corn, pumpkins, yams, and you want berries because they are really nutrient dense. And here's a bit of an idea. Frozen berries are much cheaper than fresh, and actually better nutrient quality, and that's due to the fact that they have been snap frozen right at the picking stage. Now the same applies to frozen veggies. So don't be afraid of frozen veggies or berries simply because they're frozen. You don't think that they're that good. Well, in actual fact, they really are full of vitamins. Just don't leave them in your freezer for too long. That's the key. Bananas are another thing. Grab them when they're a little bit spotty brown, and actually that's when they are their best in nutrients. If you think about it, monkeys, see if you can see a monkey, eating a banana. They don't do the green ones or the ones that have just turned yellow. They wait until they're actually ripe. So these are things that maybe don't look good on the outside, but they are definitely good on the inside. You can also freeze them, so grab them when they're on special because they are fabulous in smoothies. Nuts and seeds, another one that you can bulk buy. You can store your nuts in the fridge. It is definitely, you will get a longer life for that. And don't forget the herbs and spices. Think about growing your own herbs, like even in your own kitchen. If you live in an apartment, you might have a sunny window somewhere, and things like parsley and mint and basil and thyme, they're all so easy to grow, and they add fabulous flavor and the goodness, and so much goodness to your food. If you can't grow your own, that's fine. Dried is perfectly okay. Don't worry about it. But it is one thing that I do tend to look for, a better quality dried herbs organic and that sort of thing. And I just know then that I am getting a good quality. So I'm prepared to spend a little bit extra for that. The same goes with your spices, and of course your spices are awesome for you. Turmeric, cumin, paprika, freaking brilliant. Now here's a tip when it comes to a spice. Cinnamon, always make sure you buy Ceylon cinnamon or Sri Lanka. Usually it's labeled Ceylon, Ceylon cinnamon. I won't explain why, just trust me on this one. Now, don't get fake vegan meats, or you can get an odd one. Oh, listen to that little sweet little bird. Don't get fake meats. They are way too expensive, and they are a processed food. They're like salami or any processed meats. They might be a bit better, but they're still the same, still processed. So burgers and sausages, the vegan ones, they are nowhere near as healthy as the real thing. Now, you can make a batch of burger patties, and you can the three F's, free, flow, freeze. Freeze them, free, flow, freeze them. I hope you know how to do that. It's bad enough just trying to say it. And you can, to put them in the freezer and to use later. And the cost is a huge saving. Like, it's around 50 cents for a homemade patty compared to, say, $3 for a store-bought one. Now, it does depend on where you live. This will vary, but you work the math out yourself. Besides, homemade ones are just like all homemade food. They're delicious because you have complete control over what goes in it. There's no added stuff that you're not sure what it is. And have you actually read the ingredients on some of these packets? And do you know what some of this stuff is? Like hydrolyzed vegetable protein, dextrose, protein isolate, cellulose gum. There's even, disodium guanylate and disodium inosinoate or something or other like that, which those two combined are used as flavor enhancer and quite often along with MSG. And so, these are things that you don't want to have in your food. So, as I said, buy in bulk. Batch cook, that's another one, cook in batches and then and freeze. And it's just going to take the pressure off, and it's going to be so much cheaper. And if you freeze things, you've always means that you've always got something quick. I'm just thinking of, patties there. You've always got something quick to pull out of the freezer if you're in a hurry. And freeze leftovers and then take them to work for lunches so that you're not having to buy lunch, out. The point is that in the long run, a whole food, plant-based way of eating is going to cost you far less, not only right now, but as you get older. You will not end up on medications and having to go to the doctor and spend money doing that. Which can plow into your budget big time when you are a retired person, or you are sort of like in those ladies. You want to be able to spend your money on other things, and you want to have your health to be able to enjoy it. So, along with your vegan beliefs, follow a whole food, plant-based way of eating. You don't have to be pedantic about it. You can, and I still do. Have the occasional fast fry or anything, or if I go out for dinner, I'm not sort of saying, is that cooked without oil, or is that da da da. It's like, that's fine. I really, really enjoy it. There's a ton of websites out there. Forks Over Knives is the first one that comes to into my head, and they have fabulous recipes, lots of them. So that's kind of it. Yes, you definitely can. It is cheaper to go healthy vegan. Honest to God, it really is. So, okay, I'm off to get something to eat. Maybe I might get some hummus and homemade crackers. Remember, have great food, make it plant-based, and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. Bye for now.